First of all, congrats on your little bump.
Congrats on your little bump.
What about my bump?
Hi and welcome to Flossom Talk. I'm Kjersti Flaa and this is my channel where I talk about my good and bad experiences with celebrities and entertainment reporting. I just realized it's been kind of exactly like 4 months since I posted my viral video with Blake Lively and Posey. I'm sure some of you saw that. I think it's got like 5.8 million views and it got a lot of reactions. And all of those reactions ended up with me coming out, doing this new series on YouTube, talking about my interview, and then I started talking about my other interviews. So for me, this has been a very interesting journey and a very unexpected journey, I have to say. I have learned a lot of things about myself during this period, and I'm still not sure how I feel about it all. I have some mixed feelings about how Blake Lively has been treated. Because I feel kind of partly responsible for that, and that makes me feel a little bad. I don't know. I know that there was a lot of controversy before my interview was posted, which I really didn't know about at the time. She had been criticized a lot during her press tour for It Ends With Us. So when I posted that video, which has been described from many people as mean girl behavior, it did get a lot of attention. I do understand why people reacted to the video, but for me at the time, as I said before, it was a little surprising that it got so much attention because I felt like, you know, I've seen this behavior or similar behavior so many times before and no one really reacted to it. So I think it's kind of a shift we have now in our culture that this kind of behavior is not accepted anymore, which I think is a great thing. But at the same time, I felt the way that Blake Lively was harassed on social media was really painful to watch. I wish that she would have come out and commented on these things. I wish she would have apologized to domestic violence victims. I don't know if she should have apologized to me, but I think she should have said something about the interview if she wanted to save her own reputation. And instead, she has just continued pretending basically like nothing happened. I've seen so many stories with her and Ryan Reynolds walking in New York, hand in hand, being the happy, you know, perfect couple. Obviously, you know, when you've seen these things before, I feel like so many celebrities, they call the paparazzis to come and take pictures of them. And then they have the PR team planting all these stories of like, hey, look at us, we're so perfect and we're so happy and nothing affects us and, you know, everything's good. I think what happened to Blake Lively will go down in history books as the most disastrous PR move ever. It is just beyond me that she either didn't listen to her PR team or that she didn't have a PR team to tell her, give her better advice. She even had to turn off her Instagram comment section because people were trolling it and telling her how mean she was and that she should apologize to me, which of course to me is very nice and I appreciate that. But at the same time, I just feel like, oh, I just felt it was so much hate, which I never intended to happen. I just want to put that out there. That was never my intention. But my intention was really to point out bad behavior and to point out enablers. Because as we've seen lately with P. Diddy and what's going on there and what happened with Harvey Weinstein, you see that there's so many enablers. There's so many people who know and they don't say anything. And of course I understand that too, because the whistleblowers never win. I mean, if you've seen any movies made in Hollywood, doing the right things and being a whistleblower, you know, they never win. They always end up in a cabin, like drinking, you know, liquor, being by themselves, lonely, have no money left, and living a really, really sad and lonely life, but they know that they did the right thing. I talk a lot about this in my video about the Golden Globes, where I was a whistleblower. I'm talking a lot about what happened to me there. So if you haven't watched that video, I would appreciate if you actually watch it because I really want my story to be out there. I'll leave a link below so you can look at what happened to me when I called out corruption and bad behavior. Another reason I wanted to mention Blake Lively today was because I was a little shocked yesterday to see that her hair care line, Blake Brown, won Newcomer of the Year at the Beauty Inc. Awards 2024. That was in New York earlier this week or last week. And I was a little confused by that because I thought everyone was complaining about how bad her products were.
Because we built this brand on a key principle, and that's respect. And I've always seen in life that when you take care of people, they take care of you back, because you only get one shot to earn people's trust.
But that again just tells me you know, that so many of these things are rigged. And you know, from reading the reviews and seeing how upset people have been with her and they don't like the product, I just find it very strange that it will be the newcomer of the year products. So another thing that I realized after posting that video with Blake Lively and Parker Posey was that, you know, I thought maybe this will make people behave better. And to be honest, I'm not sure if it will actually, because I think what will happen now, and I've seen it happen already, is that the censorship is just been stricter. So when I started doing these interviews, first we had VHS tapes, you know, a long time ago, and then we had these little these little memory cards that we would receive after doing every interview, like the one I received after Blake Lively and Parker Posey interview. I got this little tape and I took it home with me and it was mine. Today, things are different. When you do an interview, you will get sent a link after you've done your interview. So after you left the conversation, either if you do it on Zoom or if you do it face-to-face, you will receive a link afterwards, meaning that anyone can look through your interview and take out things if they don't like it, or just never send it to you if they don't want you to have it. A colleague of mine just experienced something like that. She flew all the way to London to interview someone, and then she asked him something that they didn't like, and they just kept the whole interview and said, sorry. And then that's easier to do when you haven't actually given the physical interview away to someone, obviously. So I think that's what's going to happen now. And I've seen, like I said, I've seen it happen already, that, you know, things are just getting stricter. So these things don't get out. But I don't know, I might be wrong. Maybe I'm just like cynical. I've seen too much here in Hollywood. I've also seen that when I post interviews with celebrities when they're not behaving that great, some people come after me and then they criticize me and say, hey, maybe you're the problem. And sometimes, yeah, I'm not saying that I'm a perfect reporter in any way, and I've said and done a lot of stupid things, and sometimes it backfires on me when I'm trying to be funny or do something different, but I'm trying to own it. And I have to say, I probably have done about 1,000 interviews. I think there's probably about 500 here on my channel. And I would say that I have done maybe 6 or 7 interviews that I feel were really bad. And out of 1,000, I don't think that's so bad. It was interesting because I went to a Christmas party the other day and I met a reporter who works for a big newspaper here, and he told me that I had the same experience as you with that woman. I don't want to say her name here, but it was interesting because he was like, I recognized that when I saw that. I was like, okay, that happened to me too. So I think a lot of these people, if they're rude to me or not behaving, then they're probably like that to other people too. And especially when you know the cameras are rolling and you can't behave, what are you going to be like then when the cameras are turned off? Back to Blake and Ryan's PR campaign going on right now. I just saw that Ryan Reynolds did an interview where he talked about how him and Blake are, you know, really working on keeping their kids grounded and not spoil them in any way, because he wants them to have the same kind of childhood as he had and not give them too much. And I was just thinking, reading that, like, don't show them the interview with their mom, because you do not want them to behave like that. But anyways, he's really working hard to fix this. And I don't know if it's working. I have to say that I met Ryan Reynolds 3 or 4 times and he's always been lovely. He's always been super nice. I don't know if that's an act or if he's actually really nice to everyone, because as I said before in these videos, I don't know what people are like at home or what they're like with other people. I meet them when there are camera rollings, and sometimes at a party or whatever I can observe them, but I don't know what they're really like. And I just find it, I don't know, I find it interesting if he's super nice to everyone all the time, that his wife behaved the way she did. But I don't know, maybe it's just me. Someone asked me an interesting question, you know, if there's a big difference of how people behave here, especially celebrities, and if there's a cultural difference to where I'm from. And I'm from Norway, and I would say I don't think I've ever heard of a story where an actor has like gone to a restaurant and be able to go in front of the line because he or she is famous. It doesn't work like that. There's no special rules for famous people in Norway unless you're royal. The royals are treated differently. But if you're just a celebrity, yeah, you're not going to get any special treatments. I think that's a good thing. I don't know why people should be treated special just because they are rich, powerful or famous. I think everyone should be treated equally, but I don't know, maybe that's just me because I'm from Norway and that's where I'm, you know, that's how I was brought up. I'm very curious though, because I just saw that Blake Lively has Simple Favor 2 coming out in 2025. It's going straight to streaming on Amazon, but they already wrapped filming in May or June of this year. It's called The Simple Favor 2. I did the interviews for Simple Favor 1. I don't think I'll be invited to do the interviews for this one. But I'm curious if she's going to do any, you know, promotion for that movie, if she's going to do any interviews. That's going to be interesting to follow that. I don't know if she's going to come back, if she can come back, if she has to come out and, you know, do like a major interview on Oprah or something like that, like celebrities do sometimes. I also read somewhere that her and Ryan are going to take a step back from the media right now, but I don't think they have. And I keep seeing him everywhere saying different things. There was this feud with Martha Stewart. I don't know if you saw that. She was saying that he wasn't really funny in real life because they're neighbors. And all the media made a huge deal about that. It's just so stupid. I really like to see when people learn from their mistakes, and I hope that we can see that here as well. I'm trying to learn from my mistakes. Anyways, thanks for watching. I will try to keep up with these videos and give you some more inside information of what's happening here in Hollywood. And in the meantime, thanks again everyone for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, please do, and hit that notification button so you don't miss an episode of Flossom Talk. And please keep commenting and give me feedback for what you like and you don't like about these videos. And let me know if you think that celebrities should be treated differently or better than regular people because they're rich and famous. Let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!